Good morning. Today we are continuing to work with those integers. We are working on Po3. I can multiply and divide integers. So yesterday we worked on adding and subtracting using that number line. Today we're going to work on multiplying and dividing. We've been multiplying and dividing with our whole numbers for years now, right? 3 times 3. We learned that starting back in 3rd grade, we worked on multiplication facts. Now we're throwing it in as integers. Remember, integers can also be negative. So we're throwing in that negative number piece. So if you've mastered your multiplication and division facts, then all you need to focus on when multiplying or dividing negative numbers is the sign of your product or quotient will have. So your answer, is it going to be positive or negative? So we're going to fill in that table to help us remember if our sign is going to be positive or negative. So if our first number is positive, and we multiply or divide it by a positive number, so a positive and a positive, that's what we've been working with over the years, positive times a positive, our answer is going to be a positive. Now we have a positive number that we are going to multiply or divide by a negative number. What is our answer going to be? If they are not the same, if you multiply or divide a positive by a negative, they're not the same, your answer will always be a negative. Same goes if we reverse it. If we have a negative number and we multiply or divide it by a positive number, they are not the same. Positive times negative, negative times a positive. What do you think our answer is going to be this time, Rhoda? They're not the same. Negative. So it doesn't matter if that negative is second or if it's first. If they are not the same, positive and negative, negative and positive, your answer will always be a negative. So when you have both the positive and negative in your problem, answer will be negative. If we multiply a negative by a negative, they are the same. Positive and a positive, our answer was positive. Negative and negative, they're the same sign. So our answer is going to be positive. So if your signs are the same, positive, positive, negative, negative, your answer will be positive. If your signs are different, positive times a negative, negative times a positive, your answer will be negative. So one way I like to look at it is positive times a positive equals positive. Negative times a negative equals negative. Positive times a negative, oh, that would be positive, sorry. Positive times a negative or a negative times a positive equals the negative. So sometimes we want to write out all the words. Sometimes we can put it just in a little thing. I like to put what's going to give me my positive answers on top, what's going to give me my negative answers on the bottom. Just a little reminder. It's a positive times a positive, your answer is positive. Negative times a negative, same signs, your answer will be positive. And if we have different signs, positive times negative, negative times positive, your answer will always be negative. Okay? So, summarize the table using our own words. What I just said. But we're going to put it into words. If the signs are the same, The answer is positive. So that was those first two. Signs are the same, answer is positive. If the signs are different, the answer is negative. Okay, so we can show it as a picture, we can show it with words. Signs are the same, answer is positive, signs are different, answer is negative. So now our little checkpoint. Write down just the signs of the numbers you are multiplying or dividing, and then refer to the chart to make sure your answer has the correct sign. I'm going to show you how I put that into practice. I look at my signs first and decide, is it going to be positive or is it going to be negative, my answer. And then I'm going to write that. So, are you guys good if I erase and scroll up?
Yeah.
Yeah? So let's look at our first one. We have a positive 5 and a positive 6. First thing I take care of is the sign. Positive times a positive. My answer is going to be, everybody? Positive. So now, I don't have to actually write the positive sign. I can if I want to, but I don't have to. It's one of those invisible math things. We just know that if there's no sign, it's a positive. So no sign means positive. We don't have to put the positive symbol. Now I can just deal with my numbers. What is 5 times 6? 30. Let's look at our next one. Negative 8 times positive 3. So that's a negative times a positive. What's my answer going to be? Jackson? A negative, because I have different signs. So I know my answer is going to be negative, so I'm going to put that negative symbol on there right away so I remember it's a negative number. Now I'm going to work with doing the math. 8 times 3. Haley?
Negative 3.
Yeah, I've got that negative sign, and I know 8 times 3 is 24. So, some of us are saying, ooh, I don't remember my math facts so well. I want us to know our math facts so we can focus on the positives and the negatives. Without using a calculator, where can we go to help us with our math facts that we might not remember? Jude? So let's look at our assignment notebooks. What page is our multiplication table on, Jack? So somebody, whoever finds it first, what page number is it? Leo?
124.
124? So look at page 124. We can see our multiplication table. So you can have that open to help you doing this page. So, your binder back up. Binders are still open. I can see looking down here that our next page is our next objective. Today is a one-page objective. So we had our notes on top. We have our work about, friends, there's a lot of work to do. Okay, there's more problems that we were able to fit on this page. Should we race through so we get done and not have homework? Maddie, why should we not race through? You make simple mistakes when you go too fast. I'm an adult. I've been doing math for many, many years. 6th grade math was a long time ago. I make mistakes when I go too fast. You will make mistakes if you go too fast. Double check your answers. 72 divided by 9 is 7. Uh-oh, no, it's not. Double check with your multiplication table. Did I remember my math facts correctly? So go through and do the math, and then go back and double check it. Because when we go fast and when we're overconfident that we know it all, we make those simple mistakes. Okay? Double check your work. First thing you do is you look at your signs. If they're the same sign, your answer is positive. If they are different signs, your answer is negative. Then you do the math. Do the numbers. Multiplying or dividing, it doesn't matter if you're multiplying or dividing. It's still the same with the positive signs are positive, or same signs are positive, different signs are negative. Are there any questions on today's assignment? We will be correcting this tomorrow. So make sure you get it done. If you don't finish it in class on your assignment notebook before we leave today, on your assignment notebook, star it and circle it. So at the end of the day, when we pull out assignment notebooks and we need to get it starred at the end of the day, we know if it's starred and circled, it's homework. Bring your binder home. If you finish it at the end of, before the end of class today, open up your assignment notebook and do what? Cross it off. So at the end of the day, you see it's crossed off, you go, oh, I finished it. Yay. So you're going to either star or circle it at the end of class today. All right, so work on your assignment. 2 minutes before we're going to switch, I'm going to have you pull out your assignment notebooks. Make sure you either circle it or cross it off. Remember, if you go to my YouTube channel and you're watching this video at home because you want to remember what we're doing in class, you missed class for a lesson, you are absent from class, the final thing we always make sure we do is like and subscribe to my page so I can beat Mr. Schultz this year. I want to have more likes and subscribes than he has. So help me out. Matt? I don't, because it changes every year. So it's the start of the year. So help me beat him. All right. If you are watching this at home, I hope you are well, and I hope to see you soon. Have a wonderful day.